Hey, welcome everybody. This is part 2 of our Health Tips for Isolation series. I want to thank Backline.care. They're an incredible organization and resource for musicians and anyone struggling with mental health. I want to thank my friend and neighbor Trevor Turndrip here. Incredible musician, incredible performer. I've been a fan of his band Moon Taxi for many, many years. So we're honored to have him helping out. I'll introduce myself too. I'm Dr. Charlie, and I'm a chiropractor here in Nashville, Tennessee. I've had the incredible opportunity to work with thousands of musicians and touring professionals, and a lot of those musicians and touring professionals are experiencing low back problems, which is what we're focusing on today with this video. We're going to go over 5 exercises that can help out if you're sitting at home and slouching, or if you're on the tour bus and not getting out and moving enough. I think the main thing you can do, the best thing you can do for yourself, is trying to incorporate some sort of physical activity regimen if you're not already doing that. I know Trevor stays pretty healthy on the road, and probably has stayed pretty healthy and active over the course of the last couple months too.
Yeah, I have to do something every day. I mean, it's just, I feel like movement is medicine. You said that once, and really took it to heart. So you got to do something every day. So we're going to show you a few stretches and light exercises to kind of get you through this isolation and these trying times.
Yeah. How, Trevor, what have you been doing to kind of stay physically active at home?
I do a lot of YouTube exercise videos, and that varies from like either a yoga-based stretching one to an interval training one. They call them Tabatas, which is like a kind of an intense, maybe 20 seconds of exercise and then 10 seconds of rest, and then you do that incrementally, and it builds up. And I also run. We go for long runs.
We've been running all around Nashville.
That's right. Figuring out all these greenways we got here in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee.
It's a good time to pick up a healthy practice like that. If you're just a beginner, it's an easy time to get out there and just run a mile or two.
Yeah, we were going to do the marathon, but unfortunately that got canceled this year. So maybe next year.
We were going to do the half marathon. But at this point, whenever it's rescheduled, he'll probably be ready for the full.
Yeah, that's right.
So be on the lookout for Trevor running around. In regards to physical activity, 150 minutes of moderate physical activity, hiking, walking, a week is considered a minimum baseline. 75 minutes of vigorous activity like running, basketball, whatever it is that you enjoy that can keep you moving, get out there and do it. And I can't stress the profound effect it'll have on not only the pain symptoms you're experiencing, but also your mood as well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All right, let's get to it here. So we're gonna go, like I said, we're gonna go over 5 basic exercises for your low back to help promote healthy spinal curvatures and core stability. So the first exercise helps counteract all the slouching that we're doing. It's called the McKenzie Extension exercise, and it promotes the natural lordotic curvature of our low backs, which again is the opposite of what we do when we sit. So you're going to come up like this into Cobra pose, and you're going to hold this for 60 seconds. I recommend doing 10 reps of this in the morning, 10 reps in the evening, or after a long period of sitting on the couch or at the computer. If you have numbness or tingling symptoms down both legs, sciatica, if you have a history of disc issues, this is an incredible exercise for you. And think about it, our backs are never in this position, and this is the natural curvature.
So for beginners, should they start laying down and then just kind of easing up slowly, or what should you do for the most basic beginner?
A beginner should be able to get into the position that Trevor is in now, that you're in now. And then for the more advanced users, you can go all the way up onto the palms of your hands like this. If anything causes any pain, you want to go right before the period where you start to notice any pain symptoms. But it's really more, not so much about feeling a stretch, but more about putting your spine into that extended position, which allows pressure to be taken off the joints and off the nerves that are coming out of those joints. and it's really just a postural retraining exercise. So exercise number 2 is going to be a lunge in which we are targeting the primary hip flexor muscle in our backs, which is the iliopsoas muscle. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your knee down on the side that you're looking to stretch. So I recommend doing this bilaterally on both sides. So you're going to put your knee down and you're going to focus on keeping the upper portion of your body stationary while you stretch this. So come on back for me for a second, Trevor. So what you're going to do is you're going to lunge forward, and then you're going to put the arm up on the side of the knee that's down, and then at the end of this stretch, where you're going to feel this stretch is in your abdominal region really deep, because it's a really deep muscle that runs from your hip up to your spine. When you get to the end of the stretch, you're going to laterally flex away from the side that you're stretching. So I'm actually going to do this for you too, so you can get 2 angles on it. You're going to come forward, and I feel that right there, and then you're going to laterally flex away from the side that you're trying to stretch. You're going to hold that for about 10 seconds and do a few reps on each side. Again, that's a great exercise to do either before or after long periods of sitting, which is the opposite position. Next, we're going to do some core exercises. So we're going to start with the bird dog, and this is a great core exercise that improves stability and promotes a neutral spine and relieves low back pain. So we're going to start in the quadruped position, and what you're going to do is you're going to extend the opposite leg and arm and hold for 2 or 3 seconds, and then
so this one's left arm, right leg.
Left arm, right leg, and you're going to elongate your arm and leg as much as you can and try to keep the spine as neutral as possible. You want to avoid any shifting away like that. You want to keep it nice and neutral. He does this a lot, I assume. So
I love this. So this is an exercise I do after a core workout because I feel like it's great to work both sides. You know, if you crunch forward, I always seek that opposite motion. So this really feels like a relief after doing core exercises.
Right, and you're going to do about 10 or 15 reps, as many as you can get in.
Great for stability.
Great for stability, engages the core and elongates the spine.
Balance, yeah.
And then, like I said, it encourages that neutral spine. The next core exercise I really like is kind of a combination of 2 exercises everyone's heard of, plank and side plank, but there's some modifications that I like to do. For the plank, you're going to put your elbows down and you're going to keep your gaze focused on your hands that are in front of you. What you're going to do is you're going to incorporate a rocking motion. So it's called the rocking plank. So you're going to bring your toes all the way back like Trevor is and all the way forward. And and you're going to actually try to keep your spine as neutral as possible. He's up a little high. Perfect. And you're going to want to avoid slouching too far down. Go down a little bit more. There you go. So you're going to do 10 of these. I don't really like holding a plank longer than 10-second intervals. So you're going to do 10 rocks, and then what you're going to do immediately from there is transition into side plank. For your feet, you can stagger them, or you can stack them like Trevor has here. He's getting fancy. So you're going to hold this side plank. Put your arm in a little. Perfect. Try to keep it as neutral as possible. That's great. You're going to hold this for 10 seconds, and then you're going to transition from here onto a side plank on the other side. So it's a 10 rocking planks into a 10-second side plank into another 10-second side plank on the other side.
And then at the end, you can go back into the McKenzie position.
Back into the McKenzie position to give your spine a little bit of a break. And that's a really good transition and segue to build both core stability and strength, and then promote extension of the low back, which is being affected when we're sitting all day. The last exercise we're going to go over here is Piriformis Stretch. So if you have sciatica symptoms, if you're sitting all day every day, you're sitting on this muscle, And also, if you happen to be a male who sits all day with your wallet in your back pocket, which is the #1 cause of chronic low back pain in males, this is a great exercise for you. It's going to relieve some of those symptoms. So what we're going to do for this exercise is you're going to start in the lying position. And you're going to make sure you keep your head and neck back the entire duration of this exercise. Big mistake people make is they tend to bring the head up. You're going to cross the leg of the side you're stretching over the other leg in the figure 4 position. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put your arms behind the opposite leg and pull both towards your chest as far as you can go. And I really feel that stretch in my right butt cheek. You're going to hold this for about 10 or 15 seconds, and you're going to do 4 or 5 reps, I'd say, on each side. You're really going to feel this one. You know you're hitting the spot. So you're going to switch sides and bring it towards you. So those are my 5 basic favorite stretches for the low back. Physical activity and prevention is key. So the more you move and the less you sit, the better you're going to feel. So I hope some of this has helped. Thanks for helping us out, Trevor.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dr. Kautz.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, thanks.